State of Occurrence, Matthew here. Today I'm just going to talk about what might be a good next step for you and your studio. Let's say you've got all the mics you need, all the pre's you need, and you just need something else to make your recording sound a little bit more colorful, be a little bit more interesting. And for me, absolutely hands down, the best tool that I've got isn't specifically this product itself, but something like this. I never understood this kind of thing until I got it, and now I don't ever want to record something without it, and that is, of course, a preamp. What I've been using is the JHS Color Box V2. For me, it's great because it's both a guitar pedal and a recording tool. So when I'm not using it to record something, it's on my pedal board is like an always-on boost color thing. Especially works fantastically with my Strat. Just colors it up real good. But we're not talking about it as a guitar pedal. We're talking about it as a preamp, because I've used this on everything I've recorded since I bought it, and I feel like everything I've recorded since I bought it has been a lot better, partially because of this. I've made multiple videos on my YouTube channel, the State of Occurrence channel, about this somewhat. Really, they're just songs that I've written and used this, but no one wants to listen to my songs, but people might want to listen to this, so I labeled them as test of this when it's really just my song. A little marketing scam there. Anyways, but yeah, so Restless Presence, that was the first thing I tried with this, and it was gorgeous. I recorded using my SM7B, which is over there, I'm not gonna go grab it, but vocals, and I was performing like really quietly, so I was able to plug in XLR in here, jack up the volume. The preamps on my interface, it's like a $300 interface I got 7 years ago when I was 16. 7 years ago, maybe more, maybe less. I'm not doing math right now. And like, they're not that great, and the SM7B is a very quiet microphone, so I was able to stick this, like, I think it was like on high and almost all the way up on the step. So I had the preamps on my interface pretty much off. The gain was almost all the way down, and it was just being boosted with this, and like the transience and everything of like my falsetto voice just like was beautifully portrayed, and my voice needs some help sometimes, and that was just really gorgeous, and I would not have been able to get that sound without a preamp, especially with my current interface. With all of this, I have everything I need, but this was just a perfect little addition to that. Also, I used this on that video as a second amp, essentially. I put it at the end of my guitar chain, and fed my right channel to my guitar amp mic'd, and then the left channel into this direct in, and it's also great at that, obviously, so I can get a stereo guitar sound. Let's see, what else have I used? Whenever I'm recording, this thing is always on vocals now, from now on. And like I said, it doesn't exactly have to be the Color Box, any preamp at all, especially if you're recording vocals with like an SM7B or something like that. If you're not using the highest quality preamps, like if you have like an Apollo or something like that, you're probably fine. But if you want to do like cool effects, you can get a little bit of dirt, compression and stuff, and that's what I've really liked it for. My most recent song that's been released, that I recorded with my friend Daniel, Well, Where Are You? Every single part of that song was recorded with this preamp. The bass direct in, a little bit of dirt straight into this. The guitar, my guitar, the mics didn't touch this, but it was on my pedal board. The vocals, we wanted like a dirty kind of sound, so we used this old Electro Voice RE10 that I have taped on here so it fits on a 57 mic clip, because I don't have one for this. So we recorded some of the vocals with this old mic with like a little bit of dirt added on this, and it gave a really cool sound, if you ask me. Like compression, you know, when you peak it distorts and stuff based off that Neve preamp it's modeled on. What else touched it? Everything. Oh, the kick drum. we recorded using this blue board in front of the kick drum. I don't have like a proper kick drum mic because every time I've used one, borrowed one for all my previous songs, it's like in the studio there are better options, I think, than like dedicated kick drum mics. And this large diaphragm condenser, when I showed it to my buddy Daniel when we were recording the song, he was like, "You're gonna use that on the kick drum?" And I'm like, "Trust me, just trust me." It was the first time I tried it, plugged it into this, and it was like, gave the kick drum this beautiful dirt and warmth to punch through the mix, and it was just absolutely perfect. And this newest song that I'm working on now, forgotten the name, Strong Stupid Sweet, I think that's what it's going to be called. Also used that on the kick drum, and everything else, and it especially worked great on vocals for that song because it compressed it a bit, added some warmth, added some colors, and yeah, I think one of the coolest instances of this was I've recorded my last 2 videos on this channel were 2 acoustic songs, singer-songwriter things, because I've been writing these like personal, my personal journey into songs, and I feel like they work really well broken down. I've been really inspired by like The Tallest Man on Earth recently, the last several months, and so many of his recordings are just him in his home studio or his bedroom or whatever, with like a kind of, I'm not going to say lo-fi, but like old school sound, and it's so clearly like a preamp or something, just adding dirt, adding coloration, just adding like a beautiful transience that like I've never been able to really do, especially like with DSPs and stuff. Not DSPs, I guess it probably is, but in a DAW, presets and stuff in DAWs have never really, I much prefer to work in an analog physical space than in a computer when it comes to stuff like this. It probably doesn't help that I've recorded everything I've ever recorded in Adobe Audition, which doesn't support stuff all that great. But yeah, his songs are so clearly just raw audio like that. And these most recent 2, Quit Taunting Me and Everything Is Love, Everything Is. The first one, I tried to do like a stereo acoustic guitar, me singing into the SM7B, and mixed it together, and like was never super happy with the sound of it. But this other one, Everything Is Love, Everything Is, it was telling me that it needed to be like a raw acoustic thing, so I'm like, we're just gonna give this a go. We're gonna try this. So I set up the Bluebird, which isn't actually my microphone. Thanks, Daniel, for not taking it back. If you want it back, it's yours. Set it up probably 3-4 feet away from me. Monitored it, and I had the thing like pretty much cranked all the way. It was so sensitive, and it was breaking up and adding dirt and coloration and stuff, and I was playing the microphone like an instrument, and it just turned out beautifully. I really love this song, the way it turned out.
Everything is love. Everything is love. Everything is love and change and rearrange.
And I think because of all of what I just said, getting something like the Color Box or any sort of preamp that can help you mess around with the coloration of your microphones, with the tonality of what you want to do. You can like low cut it, and that makes it respond differently. High pass it, not low cut it. It's totally changed the way I record music and has made even the simplest things sound so much better. So if you're into the one mic acoustic guitar thing, get a cool preamp, and that Everything Is Love, Everything Is, that would not have sounded a quarter of how cool it is if it weren't for this preamp, like, just adding that beautiful little bit of dirt. So that's why I think it's the perfect thing. If you have everything you need, it will just inspire you a lot more. While it's not all about the gear you have, let's be honest, we all keep buying gear, right? So a good part of it is the gear you have. That'll help you do what you need to do. And this has been my favorite thing I've bought in the last year. And I've bought that gorgeous Stratocaster. I'm going to take that back. The Strat's way cooler than this, but this has been more useful. I could have done everything I've done with my Telecaster, but just some thoughts. If you're looking for the next thing to spice up your recordings, even if nothing ever happens, you'll enjoy it better. Even if no fame or fortune comes to you because of it, you'll enjoy the work that you get out of this investment. So my advice, as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, listen to the music, etc. Bye.